Happy holidays, everyone, and welcome to SUU News. I'm Natalie Anderson.
And I'm Rob Birdsey.
Today is Take Back Day here at SUU Health and Wellness Center. With more about what that means, here's Hope Romeo.
Health and Wellness Center has a lot of roles to play on campus. We offer resource connection to students to help them get connected to healthcare resources on campus and in the community. We have services in our center, but we also do prevention and health education work on campus. Yeah, so with our Take Back Day, we encourage students to bring expired or unwanted medications to dispose of safely, just to promote safe use of medications and other things, and just as a means of substance misuse prevention as well as suicide prevention, to dispose of our unwanted or expired prescription medications just so they're not in excess and available to yourself or others. And also it just decreases stigma around substance misuse.
As the University of the Parks, many students love to take advantage of the beautiful nature surrounding SUU. There's an office here on campus to help with that in all seasons and sports. Here's Amanda Flowers with more.
I'm Amanda Flowers. I'm here with Sophie from SU Outdoors. So Sophie, could you tell me a little bit about your guys' Ugly Sweater event tonight?
Yeah, so it's at the PE building at the rock wall. It's from 5 to 10, and you just wear an ugly sweater. There will be prizes for the best ugly sweater, and we're just promoting people to come and make friends at the wall.
That's awesome. Do you guys have anything specific for your rentals?
We do have snowboards and cross-country skis available. We have daily packages and a really nice deal on seasonal rentals for snowboards. We have a lot of other things like tubes for sledding and a lot other things for summer and stuff like that.
That's awesome. Is there anything special planned for next spring semester?
So we have a lot of events, especially with our LEAP section of SUU Outdoors. We have ice skating, sledding, craft days, and hiking and a lot of other things that help promote people to make friends and be outdoors.
That's awesome. That's super exciting. If anybody has wants more information or are interested, come to SUU Outdoors by Chick-fil-A. For SUTV News, I'm Amanda Flowers.
Want to get rid of your old things? Want to make an impact on the community? The charity thrift store is open today. The charity thrift store is open all day today on December 5th. People donated several items such as clothes, hats, ornaments, and they collect monetary donations by selling donated items. All proceeds will be made to Canyon Creek Services.
It's no surprise that students are looking for ways to make money throughout the school year. Katie Christensen met up with a student employee to speak about their experience with the SUU job market.
We're here at the Thunder 91 station with Cormac Bone, and we're going to talk about on-campus jobs. So Cormac, how long have you worked on campus?
So I've worked here at the station for about 3 years, just different positions here and there. Right now I'm the program director, and it's been really great. I've been doing that for the past year. But yeah, just after freshman year I took the COM 1560 class and then applied for the job and got lucky enough to be hired. So yeah, been about 3 years.
Cool. What would you say is the best part about working on campus?
So the best part about working on campus, especially here at the station, is that I'm really setting my own hours. And I know that that's not a luxury that every on-campus job gets. But Ryan Steinekert, the station manager and professor for the station, he's really chill. And so I set my own hours. I show up when I can, get my own work done. And as long as I'm hitting that 20-hour weekly, I'm doing great.
All right. And is there any reason that you would not recommend an on-campus job for a student?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely would recommend anybody to work here at the station. But from all my other friends who have on-campus jobs and otherwise, I mean, and even myself, the pay is not great. If you're trying to look for 16 plus, you're not going to find it here on campus. They just can't afford it. But SU is really unique in how much they really do pay and offer paying jobs to their students. My older brother worked at the U, and most of it's for the experience or an internship or a class. And so SU is actually really, really unique for having this many opportunities for students to work and get paid on campus. So it works out for me because I live close enough and I'm not paying for gas. So work and school in the same building is just a huge benefit.
All right. Well, thank you, Cormac. And as you can tell, an on-campus job is really something that you might want to think things through before you just take one. Back to you.
There's a museum on campus that tries to give people information about the mysteries of natural history, the Freiner Museum of Natural History. Our reporter Chris Cha has more.
The Freiner Museum of Natural History is located on the first floor of the Life Science Building. It was formed by members of the Science and Social Science departments, Garth and Jerry Freiner, in 1961. The museum is dedicated to researching and collecting natural sciences and providing interactive humanity and the nature world.
I think one of the advantages of the museum is one that it's small, so that allows us to really hone what we want on display, because we don't have infinite space, so we have to really pick and choose what we're showing people. And I think that's kind of one of the things I want people to know about it. But also, we exist. We're kind of in an unknown corner of campus. People pass by all the time. I think that's one thing people should know, and that we are here. Other thing is that we're free. That's a big thing, is the museum's free for anyone and everyone, not just students. And yeah.
In addition to seeing animals, the museum also sees objects related to the history of Cedar City.
So we are connected with the College of Natural Sciences, so there's a lot of resources for students as well as families who live in the community to come and learn about natural history here in southern Utah, as well as around the world too. We have specimens from all over the place, and I hope it can be somewhere where people can come in and experience what museums are like, learning, and just enjoy themselves.
The museum is open from afternoon to 6 p.m. and has an event called the Creepy Crawlers exhibition, runs until January 15. For SUTV News, I'm Chris Cha.
Coming up, I will let you know how to plan for the weather and the days ahead.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Interesting.
Good afternoon, Cedar City. Thank you for tuning into SUTV one last time this semester to hear about this week's weather. But first off, let's talk about what the national holiday is today. It is Light Up a Life Day today. Especially with the holidays coming around, keep those certain people in mind that you want to give thanks to more or brighten their day, such as the famous Christmas cookies. I know I like them. I know you do. So maybe send that text to your grandma, call your mom, tell thank you to your dad, because that's really important all the time, especially during the Christmas season. But now let's focus on the weather. Today we got a little bit of clouds with a high of 47 and a low of 26. Tomorrow the sun is going to come out with a high of 47, low of 23. As you can see, these temperatures are pretty consistent because Saturday will stay sunny with a high of 49 and a low of 29. And then on Sunday we have some clouds coming up, but the temperatures are going up just a bit with a high of 51 and a low of 20. And then Monday, it drops down pretty cold to a high of 35 and then a low of 14. Tuesday, the sun is going to come back out fully with a high of 38 and then a low of 20. Wednesday will be a high of 46 and then a low of 26. So we got some consistent temperatures, but it is getting pretty cold. So make sure to keep those winter coats out and drink that warm hot chocolate. Now let's talk about precipitation. Nothing is really happening right here in Cedar City. As you can see, there's a little bit maybe popping up by Milford, Beaver area, but that doesn't concern us. But fingers crossed, hopefully it doesn't snow too much because we want to stay safe on those roads, but keep watching out because who knows, maybe we'll get a white Christmas this year. I guess we'll see. And my favorite part, the holiday countdown. We have just 20 days until the Christmas time. So thank you so much for tuning into SUTV. Happy Christmas, Happy New Year. Back to you, Rob.
Thanks, Natalie. Coming up, we'll tell you about the intramural sports.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. Even though we are one of the most food-rich countries in the world, 15 million children don't know where their next meal is coming from. This is unacceptable, and something the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks is working to solve. Instead of accepting that our country lets billions of pounds of surplus food go to waste every year, Feeding America has made it their mission to help families in need by rescuing this food. Through food pantries and meal programs, the nationwide network of food banks provides more than 3 billion meals, serving virtually every community in the United States, including yours. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank by visiting feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's put a ride home.
I'm back with the favorite part of the day. It's time for SUTV Sports. Has anyone had the chance to see what all the fuss is with the intramural programs? I did, and it looks like a lot of fun. This is SUU's Intramurals. I had the chance to speak with Landon Barney, Baker Henry, and Hunter Bentley.
So we got a 3-on-3 tournament, basically. We got a whole bunch of teams. Basically what's gonna happen is they're playing for a t-shirt that it's like intramural champion, everything like that. So double elimination, they'll move on if they win. If not, they'll go to the loser's bracket. And after that, if they win the loser's bracket, they can actually play for the championship. And we'll just go till it's over.
Great.
Yeah. And it's not only basketball. I mean, there's intramurals for everything. So we just barely wrapped up our volleyball intramurals. So we had a co-ed league, and a co-ed league with A, B, and C, leagues. So different levels of skill and everything like that. We just wrapped that up. Before that, we had a flag football tournament as well. Just finished up a turkey bowl tournament as well. So there's a whole bunch of sports going on, and in the future, in the spring, we're gonna have our 5-on-5 basketball tournament, which will be men's and women's.
So we've got a 3v3 tournament. Teams of 3 playing against another team of 3.
Yeah.
And it's just a straight up tournament, double elimination tournament. You win, you move on, you lose, you go to a loser's bracket. And then you get to go to the loser's bracket. And once you lose in the loser's bracket, you're done completely. But if you make your way all the way through the loser's bracket, you'll end up back here into the championship game where you'll have to you'll have to beat the champion from the winner's bracket twice because they won't have lost.
First, so it's known we're all brothers. So it's just fun to come in here. I feel like we kind of started off with the chemistry just to play together.
Yeah, then Boston's our shooter. Jaren's our shooter, and I just run around and get the rebounds, so it works.
Intramurals?
Yeah.
We love it.
We live for intramurals.
we play football, we play basketball, we play volleyball, we play all of them. So.
It was a great success for the SUU Intramurals. For SUTV, I'm Rob Birdsey. Speaking of intramural sports, intramural volleyball came to a close last week. Here's Camille Lung with a glimpse into what was going on the courts.
Volleyball is just one of the several intramural sports SU offers students to play all year long. Whether you've played volleyball before or this is your first time playing, it's a great way to get out there and make new friends and create great memories.
Our team's filled with a bunch of just good friends. I've known a lot of them since my freshman year. A lot of recurring players. It's been fun. Honestly, listening to Sabrina Carpenter during my warm-ups, that's the move. When it comes to being on the court, I tend to get more nervous and I feel the pressure of the game, especially today after the tournament. But other than that, I'd say it's a pretty fun time. We just always have a good time and try to remember it's just a game. There's no high stakes afterwards.
For seniors, it is a bittersweet moment to end the season. However, there is sand volleyball that will be taking place in the spring semester for students to participate in.
So I've played with this team ever since my freshman year, and we've grown a lot, especially I've met new people, but It's been fun, and it's a bittersweet moment because those are like my last 2 years with them, but it's been pretty fun. With this past season, we've been doing good. It's just most of the time we just gotta communicate and just talk it up in the court.
For students like Hannah Fielding, playing instruments.
I've been playing since 6th grade, just started in rec league, and then I moved on to junior high and then eventually high school. And I'm not playing in college, but that's why I wanted to do this, because it's just fun to play and get to know new people.
Reporting for SUTV News, I'm Kameli Lung.
And that's all I have for sports. So thanks for tuning in to SUTV Sports. I'm Rob Birdsey. Back to you, Natalie.
Thanks, Rob. Coming up, we'll tell you more about the SUU Ballroom Company. We'll return in a minute. There was a performance of traditional songs that made SUU's heart hype. Our reporter Chris Cha has the beat.
On December 4th, a performance named Roots and Resonance Drumming Through the African Diaspora was held at the Music Center Thorley Reticle Hall. Roots and Resonance is a performance of traditional African music, African Diaspora, using traditional Cuban and Caribbean drumming. The event was created by Dr. Jed Bloggett, Director of Percussion and SUU Percussion Ensemble.
The primary purpose of everything we do is education, right? So it's to teach these students things that they either haven't learned before or they have learned but at a new level. And so I think for all of these students, this concert was to achieve both. Most of them did not have experience playing hand drums or playing traditional music of different cultures, and so it was to give them exposure to those types of music and those types of instruments, and to also teach them on a different level that the music outside of the Western European tradition, like classical music that we might talk about, is not superior in any way to traditional music around the world. So that's one of the most important lessons that we tried to get them to understand and to live with for a long time.
On this day, they perform Hume Hume, Mabotaku Matere, Samba de Pagode, O Canto da Ema, and more. In addition to traditional African music, they perform capoeira, candomblé, pagode, floral, and maracay.
So this is part of the percussion ensemble, a group here on campus that we just play a bunch of percussion music, and we play traditional music such as this concert and also more classical music. It was really cool seeing it all come together. There were some moments a few weeks ago where we weren't sure how it was going to turn out. Some of the dancers were canceling and everything, and we couldn't get all the singers we wanted, but hearing it all come together tonight, it was just really awesome, really fun to see the energy in the crowd and all the dancers, so it was a lot of fun.
The SUU Persistence Ensemble successfully wrapped up the day's performance. The day's performance will be available again on YouTube SUU Live One channel. For SUTV News, I'm Chris Chow.
If you have some time this Friday or Saturday and want to relax between studying for finals and holiday planning, consider seeing a show for free right here at SUU. Hope Romeo has more.
Night Charity is a musical about dance hall hostess Charity Hope Valentine. Set in 1960s New York, Charity finds herself navigating the ups and downs of romance and wearing her heart on her sleeve.
Your big problem is you run your heart like a hotel. You got guys checking in and out all at the same time. But this time is different. I did slip. He wouldn't push me. He loves me.
Why do you believe in love?
Well, you gotta have some kind of religion.
And so your religion is love?
I gotta tell you, I visit the church quite often.
Signorina Valentine. That turned into a religion. It's supposed to be an emotional experience.
I'm always looking for an emotional experience.
Come on.
I find we're very much in love, and I'm blushing like a sentimental slob. And he's kissing me and tugging me, and all the time he's bugging me to go out and...
The show involves music played by a live studio orchestra and received a standing ovation. The last two shows are December 6th at 7:30 p.m. and December 7th at 2 p.m. Tickets are free for students with their ID. Don't wait and see this wonderful show soon.
The SUU Sherritt Library provided several events to cheer up students for finals. On December 5th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., the library offered several events to lift student spirits. Outside, they offered free snacks and drinks. In the library lounge, students can meet dogs, courtesy of Intermountain Therapy Animals. The lovely furry volunteers are named Duke, Finn, Loki, Misty, and Pippa.
The Pacific Islander Student Association began practicing for their annual PISA showcase for the spring semester. Our reporter Kamele Lung has more on the story.
Dancers a part of the Pacific Islander Student Association are prepping for their spring showcase. The show will take place on February 27th, 28th, and March 1st. The ladies of the Hawaii section are busy learning their two hulas that they will show during the showcase in 2025.
I've danced for about 14 years, and this is my third showcase that I'll be dancing in. And my favorite experience is that I got to meet a lot of new friends through this club, and I also got to learn different types of dancing.
Hawaii is one of 6 islands represented in the PISA showcase, the others being Tahiti, Fiji, New Zealand, Samoa, and Tonga.
I have danced in PISA for, I think this is my 4th year now. It's been really fun, a really good experience, and something that's been really nice to stay connected to my culture, I guess. I've done Hawaii, Tahiti, Tonga, and New Zealand, but I think Hawaii is just my favorite because of its connection to my culture, I guess. But it's a fun experience to be able to meet other people and just dance for fun.
The Hawaii section this year will have 2 men's kahiko numbers, which are traditional hulas, and 2 women's awana numbers, which are more modern hulas. The Hawaii section will then end with their lively, upbeat, co-ed partnered hula. To stay updated on all things showcase, follow SU PISA on Instagram. For SUTV News, I'm Kamele Lung.
In other dancing news, the end of the semester is a time for celebration. Here's Anna Maurer with the story of how one group chose to dance the night away.
Children sleeping, snow is softly falling.
The SUU Ballroom Dance Company focuses on team building, correct technique, and learning throughout the semester. This company is comprised of 2 teams, with members from various majors across campus, with one thing in common: dance. Directed by Andrea Johnson, with help from student coaches Elle Holdaway and Tristan Kaiser, the company has spent months, from September to December, preparing their 2-night performance.
I know a lot of people say that their team is their family, but here it really feels true. I spend more time with these guys than I do literally anyone else. I just love dancing. It's such a fun way to, get exercise, express yourself, and interact with other people, especially ballroom. It's such a social style of dance, right? You get to talk to people, you can improvise with someone you just barely met and dance with them, and I think that's truly magical.
With performances each fall and spring, company members work hour by hour to perfect and remember routines. The theme for this show is Dancing Through the Snow. The event focuses on sharing the magic of Christmas through song and dance, while incorporating Christmas memories from the team.
And I was shocked to see a train outside of my window. I got an invitation by the conductor, Tom Hanks, to get on the train, and I accepted. And I learned the true meaning of Christmas.
Team members dedicate hours to provide quality entertainment. Sacrificing early mornings for rehearsal, the show is a passion project for those involved. The company serves as an inclusive place where students can make friends and enhance their skills.
I feel like that's my role personally, is just to put in the work. But there's not much to it, I just love to dance.
With opportunities for solos, duets, and group performances, it will also feature a piece dance by Johnson, the director. In preparation for their final showcase, the team put together routines based on technique and dance styles learned in class. Johnson gives feedback after each rehearsal to help company members grow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I start my day out right and then be dancing, and then I can go out the rest of my day. So it really uplifts it, and yeah, I just love it. Sometimes it can be stressful, so just like trying to make everyone feel like everything's gonna be okay.
Tickets are $10 and seating is general admission.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good thing for most people to do. I remember when I was younger, I had kind of I couldn't talk to girls too much. So for me, I learned ballroom dancing starting early in the mornings like they did, and the rehearsals for dancing are phenomenal. Like, you need to be on point.
And with dancing, it's like so much critique and so many small moves, and it's just a lot.
Yeah.
So shout out to the SU Ballroom Company, that's crazy.
That's really cool. I hope everyone goes out and supports.
Well, I hope everyone enjoyed the show this week. To you SU students out there, good luck on your finals.
Have a safe and fun holiday season. Oh, and thanks for tuning in to SUTVs. For the last time, I'm Rob Birdsey.
And for the last time, I'm Natalie Anderson.
And soon you'll be Natalie who?
Natalie Bennett
Natalie
in 16 days. We will leave you with some footage of the Christmas lights in the Shakespeare Pavilion.
Thank you.